Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Formosafantasy, and today I'll be doing this face for you right now. Yes, so y'all's wanted a face routine, base routine. This is like my office makeup, like my everyday kind of makeup. This is my go-to makeup a for anything, whether I have an interview or I have a meeting or I'm just running to go do errands. Like this is my go-to face. All right, so um, yeah. Normally I would do gloss because I love like glossy, juicy lips. But today I'm like, you know what? Let me switch it up a little bit. Like, yeah, like. So, yeah. Let's just jump right into the video.
I've been making moves like a ninja. I could play it cool like I'm winter. I can make it rain like a cash tsunami. You wanna slip and slide, we can link up.
So we need to start off with hydrating lips, and I'm just using my coconut oil to do this. All right, yeah. So we're going straight into the brows. So I'm using a black kohl pencil. Yes, I said black. My brows were already molded with some got to be gel, the one in the yellow bottle. So I'm just creating here like strokes in the front. I draw a line at the back, and I'm just slightly filling it in. I'm not pressing down too hard. I already have a detailed tutorial on how I do brows in my channel. I will try to leave it in the description box, y'all. Whatever. I forgot to set my brows prior to drawing them, so I did it after, but this is how I normally would do it. So I would set it first, then I would outline and do the hair like strokes, and then I would lightly fill it in. All right, this is how I would normally do my brows, so I'm just showing you right here. So anywhere that I see that's really sparse, I would lightly fill it in. All right, and see, I'm doing hair like strokes in the front. Okay, so with that said, it's time to clean it up. So I'm using my concealer, LA Girl Pro Conceal in Pure Beige, and I'm just using a very thin brush to carve out my bottom part. I don't necessarily like to go on top, no rhyme, no reason, but I had to clean up the tail, so I used that to clean the tail part up, and I like it nice and sharp. So now I'm just buffing everything downwards because, you know, we don't want nothing harsh. So let us move on to the face portion. I like to use two primers, okay? One is a silicone base and one is mattifying. So I'm using the silicone based one first to fill in any enlarged pores that I would have all over my face, and yeah, stuff like that, okay? This helps with longevity as well. Okay, now I'm taking my mattifying primer. All right, this is a Sasha mattifying primer. They have other mattifying primers, and I'm just focusing this in my T-zone area. Okay, I'm running out, but you know how the thing is. So yeah, I want to try the Milani one again, see if that would work out again. So now this is chamomile lotion, and I'm using a smidget. Listen, any brand will work. I'm just using a smidget. As you can see right here, I applied it on mainly the T-zone area, okay? And I'm using my fingers to blend it in because I don't want too much of it, all right? Because we already did this would mostly work like the milk of magnesia, but this one is safer for the skin, okay? And because I use a mattifying primer, I didn't want to disturb that. That's why I'm using my fingers to blend it in. So now I'm going in with foundation. So now using my El Makiage Infallible and this essentials right here, because the El Makiage and the Infallible was not light enough, I had to mix in that drugstore essential foundation to get my complexion a little bit lighter with the foundation. All right, so I'm just putting that on with that what I mixed it with. I make sure to avoid your under eye area because we're already going to put products on it and we don't want any cakiness, so avoid right there. Okay, yeah, so I'm using a buffing brush to buff everything in, and as you can see, I'm I'm pouncing it in, all right? I wanted my forehead to be a little bit darker. That is too much. I'm going in with my El Maquillage. That was too much, so I had to take some away. And then just buffing that in, pinching my brush out as well. And I'm going right between my my brows and my edges, okay? Because we're getting that. So now taking my Eyebrow Conceal in Pure Beige, and I'm just highlighting where I want to bring forward under my eyes, bridge of my nose, my forehead, okay? I typically like to use a brush first, which is a Real Techniques brush, and I blend out my chin and my forehead area. Sometimes I blend my nose out with it, sometimes I don't. And then I go in with a damp, please, damp. When you put it under the water, the warm water, just squeeze it out, and that is damp. Okay, squeeze out as much water as you can, and that is damp. So now, as you can see, I'm just blending this part out with my damp beauty blender. And as you can see, I distributed the product evenly from underneath my eye and go up towards my temples. And I'm also using this to base my eyelids for eyeshadow. Okay, so yeah. So make sure you blend properly, because we don't want no line of demarcation, and where you can see it start and stop. And as you can see, I'm just blending my nose highlight out with this as well. Okay, so now we're going to go in between the crevice of the nose, because we don't want no separation right there. I needed my thing to be a little bit lighter, my under eye to be a little bit lighter, so I'm going in with a Nabby Cosmetics. I forgot the shade, and I'm just putting 2 dots on each, 1 dot on each side, okay? And I'm blending it out. So I'm just focusing this mostly towards the inner part of my eye, and make sure I'm blending it out. And whatever that's left on the sponge, I will put it on my nose. So now taking a Shop Miss it's a translucent powder, but this one is soft light, okay? And I'm going in with my triangular powder puff. I am distributing product properly on the puff with my hand, and then I apply it, okay? I already have a full tutorial on how I do this in a previous, and as I said, I will try and link it in the description, or I'll try and link it in the card on top, all right? So yeah, so now I need to set my eyes as well. So you know, I gotta make sure I get all those creasing out, and then I apply the setting powder. Now taking my Maybelline Fit Me, and this is 310, using a dome brush for this, and I'm just setting the rest of my face, well, the cheek part of my face and my neck, all right? Because we got to do that. Now, this is, I don't know if it's because it's like the colder season, but this don't work for me no more. So I'm using it as a like a blusher type of thing, like an orange yellowish type of blush, and I'm putting that like where I would normally like bronze contour my face, okay, just for some color. So now I'm going with Zurich Cosmetics, and I'm taking my blush brown, a bronzing brown. Oh my god, I forgot what I just saw a while ago. And I'm using this to further bronze my face up, okay? I like to have a sun-kissed look more than a contoured look, okay? That's just me. So now I'm taking this other shade from Zurich Cosmetics to contour my nose. This is more of like a bronze, but it's a little bit lighter, okay? It's a little bit lighter, so it will complement my skin tone, because I didn't want it to look too harsh. That's why I didn't go in with the one that I used before on my face, all right? So I'm just contouring my nose, and I'm mixing it in with the what do you call it, the baby face one, okay? Yeah, so I mixed those two, and then this is how I created my my nose contour. So now I'm just, there is no product on the brush. I'm just making sure that everything is all tied in. So I'm taking a eyeshadow. I like using eyeshadow as blushers. So I'm just taking that orange one right there, and I'm just making sure that everything ties in, because I didn't want to use no reddish pinkish blush today, okay? Just bringing back some color into my skin, making sure everything is tied in. So I'm just going over with the brush, Okay, so now for eyeshadow. So the bronzing powder that I use, the first one, the bronze blush powder, the Zuru Cosmetics. I'm just using this to contour my eyes, and I'm also going to put a little bit on the lid part of my eyes. This is what I would normally do. You don't have to use eyeshadow. There's no rule that says, oh, you have to use eyeshadows. Okay, just use what you have on hand, and I'm just using a fluffy BH Cosmetics brush. Okay, OG brush. So now I'm taking a smaller brush and I'm going on my lower lash line with the same powder. Okay, I'm going on my waterline with the jumbo milk pencil, but I depotted mine. So I'm just going on my waterline, making sure to tidy everything up, making sure that it didn't come over. And then, yeah, that is it for eyeshadow. Going in with my mascara, this is, I think, is the Maybelline Great Lash. I think it's Maybelline, but this is a Great Lash mascara. Another OG. I'm always using this. I like this. I like the wand on it, everything. Yeah, this is it right here. Yeah, so this is how it's looking. So I'm just showing you without the mascara and with the mascara. I don't normally go in with lashes when I'm doing this, because it's not necessary for me to use lashes, but if I do go in with lashes, I just use a half lash and put it underneath. Okay, so now it's time for the lips. So I am taking a LA Colors in Hazelnut. I think it's Hazelnut, yes, and I'm outlining my lips with this, and then I'm gonna go in between that, like in the middle of my lips, where there's, like, you can see my lips peeking out, and I'm putting concealer, and I'm just making sure everything is blended. Normally I would top it off with gloss, but no gloss today. Okay, yeah, no gloss today. So I'm spraying my face with I'm gonna spray my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Yes, making sure I get a generous amount. And then I'm gonna use the damp beauty sponge to blend everything, so that I don't have any bubbles, no air bubbles, water bubbles. So this is the finished look. Let me know what you think, y'all. Let me know what you think. So this is my go-to makeup. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all my socials, and until next time, mwah. Bye, my beauties.